All right, this is Shauna Bazin, and I'm currently getting ready to record. My name is Speech. This is, again, my audience of 5 people, and I will go ahead and turn this over to the cameraman. What's in the name? I'm sure you could say a lot of things. Some people name their children based upon tradition, others name them based upon originality, and even others name them because of special circumstances surrounding their birth. Shauna Paulette sounds pretty basic compared to some of the names of today, right? What do you think of when you hear it? Does it sound like a name you would associate with a professional, someone who's done something great, or does it seem pretty dull considering some of the names today? Considering your name is something you are given when you're born, it makes most sense to look at where you come from for the basis of who you are. When I started working on this project, I had to really take a look and say, what do I think that my name meant? What did I think when I heard my name? I had to admit that I never disliked it, and at times I may have thought that it was a pretty decent name. Nowadays, I'm concerned more with making a good name for myself and that it's a good name and social standing. I was also able to rely on the fact that I had always known my name was chosen based upon its resemblance to my parents' name. Because my mother is deceased and I'm not in contact with my dad, I had to go to a personal interview with my aunt to try to determine how exactly my name came to be. She confirmed what I could see from a child was that Shauna was selected because it was in perfect rhyme with my mother's name, Sana. According to www.behindthename.com, Shauna was very popular in the late 70s. And I'm sure we realize that because we have 3 friends named Shauna. According to the stories, I recall my mother telling me my middle name, Paulette, is just in a longer version of my father's name, Paul. Paul is also my brother's middle name, and it's also one of the names of the apostles, which all of my brothers shared names that came from the Bible, like Joseph and Jonathan. Biblical names run in my family heavily on both sides. If you were to ask me what ethnicities I'm made up of, I would have to say that I'm mixed with Greek from my mother's side and African American with a little Irish from my father's side. A lot of people will probably not know that when babies are baptized in the Greek Orthodox tradition, they are typically given another name. My name was given to me at 2 months old, and it represented my Aunt Mary and my Uncle Thomas, and that's Maria Athanasia. That is why I don't believe my mother felt it was necessary to give us Greek names at birth. Shauna is of an Irish origin, meaning wise one or present. Paulette is the feminine version of Paul, which is French in origin. Paulette means small, whereas Paul would mean little. And that's also according to www.behindthenames.com. I would even go so far as if you wanted to make my name mean something, it would probably stand for something like little present. Think about your name and the names of the people in your family. Can you see any family resemblance in their pronunciation or spelling? Or do all of your family names start with a particular letter of the alphabet? Or do you come from a family of juniors and thirds? In my family, the names George and John run a lot. I have like 6 Georges in my family and 4 Johns. I hope by explaining to you the origin of my name, it will help you to examine the origin of your own and appreciate these things. They represent not only where we come from, but also who we come from. We can change our names, but does that ever change who we are or make us someone different? I would never want to change my name because it represents a bond with both of my parents. I know when I look at or hear the name Shauna Paulette, I know about how lovingly and how cleverly my parents made my moniker. My hope is from here on out that when you hear your own name, you will be reminded that there is, in fact, a lot in a name. It's just up to us to look into it and see what we come up with. Okay, the end. But don't stop it. I got to show my audience again. Was I still verbally voiced on that one too? Okay. You got it. All right. Here's my audience. Oops. Here is my audience one last time. Okay.